Hello viewer. Well, today it's time for the final panel of tongue and groove ceiling to come down. As you can see, I've covered everything very carefully with plastic sheeting so that it doesn't get covered in dust. That's not to say I won't get covered in dust. I will. I shall go and get some tools and start. you can see all the polystyrene that's up here where the rats or mice have been attacking the polystyrene insulation that was above it and bringing it down to make nests between the floor and the ceiling level. There. Just above the window over there, there was a very old electrical cable, and I'll put a photo up, but it's essentially just wrapped in sheet steel or possibly aluminium. Intriguing stuff. Well, that's that bit done. I'm just going to tidy up all of this wood and figure out what to do with it. I might denail it, but you've seen that before. I'll put a link to the last time I was denailing. I'll probably stack up all of this wood to burn another time and generally tidy up, put things back where it should be, and then consider what to do next. There's lots of things to do. See you in a minute. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Well, having finished taking off all of that tongue and groove from that ceiling panel and having moved everything around at ground level, it did reveal, quite interestingly, this wall. Now, this is the wall between the new end and the barn in the middle. And you can see quite clearly here that tanking paper that they've got on the wall, which is the sort of, you can see the sort of silver-backed paper which goes up about 1 meter. And the interesting part is that you can see all the efflorescence or the sort of water seepage which has gone up behind the concrete screed that they put over the sort of plaster, if you will, that they put over the surface. The water only permeates up about 1 meter. And then after that, the wall is pretty good. So down here, we definitely have to chip off all of that surface so that the stone and hopefully lime between the stone will allow the structure to breathe a bit and get rid of that moisture into the room, and then we can vent it away. Hopefully we'll have a ventilation system, but you can see that fairly consistently the water goes up about 1 meter and then good wall after that. Thought you ought to see that. Kind of interesting. There we go.